right, y'all. So this is the case of another cheerleader, high school cheerleader, who is accused of putting her baby in the trash. But she is now reportedly suing the hospital this occurred at on a claim of wrongful death. This is about the most back-assward story I've heard in a while. So Alexee Trevizo was a high school cheerleader in New Mexico, and she secretly gave birth at the hospital and then put her baby in the trash. But the hospital that this took place at is now being sued for wrongful death of the baby. Make that make sense. Just listen. So reportedly, Alex gave birth in a bathroom at Artesia General Hospital on January 27th of 2023. This was just 2 hours after she arrived to the emergency room, and she was complaining to medical staff about horrible back pain. Well, it was because she was in labor, but she allegedly didn't know that at the time. Allegedly. So a short time later, the newborn's body was found in the trash, and at that point, Alex said she gave birth to the baby during the 17 minutes she had recently gone to the bathroom, but she claimed that the baby was a stillborn. Okay, why would you not get help if you were birthing a baby? You were at a freaking hospital. So 4 months after all of this, Alex was arrested. She was charged with first-degree murder. And this was after a hospital found that the baby had indeed been breathing when outside of the womb. The baby was eventually given the name of Alex Ray Fierro. Okay, so that's the backstory. Well, now Alex's lawyer is not only defending her against that murder charge, but they have also filed a wrongful death complaint in civil court on behalf of the deceased baby's estate. They are even seeking damages from the hospital, as well as Alex's attending physician, whose name was Dr. Heather Marshall Vasquez, and emergency room staff who took care of her while she was in the ER. According to reports, Alex told the staff she was not pregnant. Instead, she said she was on her period when she got to the hospital. The lawsuit says that the doctor on duty then ordered medications that have warnings regarding pregnant patients using them. Then it was said a test that hospital staff ran on Alex showed that she was indeed pregnant, but the complaint said she had not yet found out she was pregnant when she told a nurse she had to go to the bathroom. It was said a timeline of the bathroom trip is also included in her arrest affidavit, and it states that Alex first went to the bathroom at 1:39 a.m. and she stayed in there for 18 minutes. I think I said 17 minutes earlier. It was 17 or 18 minutes, under 20. She only left that bathroom when hospital staff threatened to open the door. When Alex got back into the hospital room that she was staying in to receive an ultrasound, a member of the hospital cleaning crew was called to that bathroom she had just used, and reportedly they found a ton of blood. When the cleaner went to take out the trash, it was said she thought it was a bit heavier than it normally is. And when she looked inside the trash can, she found a trash bag tied up underneath the normal trash. The housekeeper then looked to see what it was, and when she figured out it was a baby, she immediately called in 2 nurses. Staff then called police, and her doctor, Dr. Vasquez, talked to Alex and told her that they discovered a deceased baby in the bathroom. Alex then said, "I'm sorry, it came out of me. I didn't know what to do." The nurse then told Alex and her mom that the baby appeared to be full term, and Alex then said, "Well, nothing was crying." Then it was said that when her mom questioned Alex allegedly admitted that she put that baby in the trash bag. Of course she did. Who else would have? So after all of this, Alex was able to go home and continue with her high school career that year. That's until the autopsy report came back showing the baby indeed had air in his lungs and that there was evidence of a hemorrhage consistent with hypoxia, which is the absence of oxygen, so I guess like being choked or something. She was then reportedly arrested on May 10th of 2023 and charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. She entered a not guilty plea to both charges, and she was released while she waited on her trial. She even reportedly was able to go to her high school prom, but she did not go to her high school graduation ceremony. Now, according to reports, listen to this, the district attorney's case relies mostly on the confession that Alex made, as well as surveillance videos from inside the hospital that shows her entering and exiting that bathroom. And I'm assuming talking with her mom, with the confession. But the court ruled just before trial that her alleged confession and all video of her inside her hospital room wouldn't be admissible at trial because it was protected under doctor-patient privilege. You've got to be kidding me. In this case, it shouldn't matter, in my opinion. Now, state lawyers are challenging that ruling, though, in an amicus brief with the New Mexico Supreme Court, who just heard arguments last week. Now her trial is on hold while lawyers from both sides wait on that Supreme Court ruling. This ridiculous wrongful death lawsuit is reportedly set to go to trial at some point next year in 2026. So they are trying to do whatever they can to get her out of this, of course. If they are not allowed to use that evidence in court, it is going to totally screw up her chances of being found guilty, and I do believe she's guilty, allegedly. That's my opinion. I don't agree with not being allowed to use that as evidence, and I also think that this is an absolute bogus lawsuit. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments, and for more true crime, make sure to follow and subscribe if you're over on YouTube.